It's your girl, Big Bami, not the little one, and I'm back with another video. You guys have been asking for an updated makeup routine, but I'm not quite there yet. But here's a story time while I slay my face. All products will be linked in the description, so let's get into the video.
I'm fine. Ask me what I'm thinking about, his money on my mind. Her in my DMs, but she's screaming that he's mine.
Dating in your 20s is already a trip, but I think I might have some of the worst experiences. This particular date is one of the many reasons why I will never let anyone spin the block. So, a couple of years ago, I got a message from an old friend that I knew in middle school. We're gonna call him Leo. Leo and I were pretty close back then, but had a falling out, but that's a story for another day. For as long as I could remember, Leo has had a crush on me, but never really said anything about it. I chalked it up to it must not be that pressing if he never brought it up, and plus, he has had multiple girlfriends throughout our friendship, but I was always single. Leo had seen I was back in New York and wanted to catch up. I was pretty hesitant because I haven't talked to Leo in years, and this wasn't the first time he had reached out. It just so happened that he wasn't blocked anymore, so I could actually receive his messages. If you're wondering what made me unblock him, I have so many people on my block list that whenever I want to block a new person, I have to remove people from my current list, and it just so happened that he was up next for removal. So, Leo told me he wanted to take me out to this Thai restaurant that he had been meaning to try. So, I agreed. I didn't want to ride with him there because I just thought that it would be too awkward. And to be honest, I was right. So, he sent me the address, and y'all, why was it to his house? Honestly, this should have been the first red flag, but at this point, I was already in too deep, so I just messaged him and said I was outside. He came and got into my car, and I asked him why didn't we just meet at the restaurant? And he said there isn't really parking in that area, and when I said I was driving, he just thought we would ride together. I literally was just like, okay, I guess, because at this point, I didn't really know what else to say. So, me and Leo are catching up, and we're talking about mutual friends and what's going on in our lives. I'm telling him about new people I met and places I've been to, and Leo just keeps bringing up people I haven't talked to in years. Apparently, he has not only kept in touch with them, but has even dated some of them, which I think is kind of weird given I had fallen out with all of these people. And keep in mind, Leo has always had a crush on me, and they knew that. I'm trying not to think too much of it until Leo starts saying he wants to call them and show them that he's with me right now. Now, I'm a little suspicious because it's giving you trying to line me. Like, Leo was there when a lot of these issues took place, and even though these things happened in middle school, I'm sure I'd catch a fade with some of these people just off the strength that I never got the chance to check them from what they were saying because I went to school in an entirely different area. So I keep telling Leo, like, it's actually okay. You don't have to do that. There is a reason y'all have not seen me, and I'd like to keep it that way. But he just kept pushing it, so I had to tell him straight up, like, unless you're trying to see something happen, I think it's best you leave it alone. So he finally did, and by that time, we were at the restaurant. When we get to the restaurant, all is well until we get back on the topic of people we used to know. That's when Leo brings up his good friend. We're gonna call him Pisces. Now, background, when me and Leo fell out, me and Pisces started getting really close, and we talked for a few but stopped because I found out that Pisces had a girlfriend the entire time we were talking. So when Leo brings up Pisces, he just keeps talking about how when me and him weren't cool and I was cool with Pisces, he was so mad. Like, he just kept saying it used to get him so upset to the point where he didn't like Pisces and he would beef Pisces. Whole time, Pisces doesn't even know why. So I was like, that's so wild because that whole time that he was talking about him, Him and Pisces were still cool. Like, they were still friends, but Leo would just act weird and Pisces would shut it down. Now, Pisces and Leo went to the same high school, but I didn't. So, Leo told me that he would tell all their mutual friends that they had stopped talking because Pisces stole me from him. When I tell y'all, I almost choked on my food. Like, what do you mean he stole me from you? Me and Leo were only ever friends, nothing more, nothing less. And while I knew he had a crush on me, I'm in the headspace of if you don't say it, I can't do nothing about it. So I asked him why he would tell the people that, and he said it was true. I said, but it's not. What the fuck? I didn't date either of them, so what is there to steal? Like, I'm so confused because now you got people thinking I was messing with Pisces. Mind you, he had a whole girl. Now I look messy for nothing. That's when Leo says, actually, when's the last time you talked to Pisces? I told him it had been years because of how me and Pisces ended things. Y'all, tell me why Leo proceeds to pull out his phone and FaceTime Pisces. Now, I'm super confused because what are you calling him for? I'm hoping Pisces doesn't pick up because he's the last person I'd want to see. But of course, he does. Leo opens the conversation with, hey Pisces, remember when you stole Bami from me? Well, look who I'm here with, and turns the camera to me. Y'all, my face is literally in shock. Pisces is like, bro, I told you to stop saying that, and OMG, hey Bami, it's been a minute. Now me, I am stuck. I really don't know what to say. So I'm just like, hey, how's it going? Y'all, like, I was really stuck. Like, what? Imagine you're on a date and the guy pulls up a FaceTime call of somebody you used to talk to. Like, that is just awkward. But trust me, it literally gets worse. Leo then goes, yo, Pisces, pull up on us. Now, I'm in shock. I'm like, what do you mean pull up? What do you mean pull up? I turn to Leo and I'm like, Leo, it's actually okay. Like, I can see him another time, but Leo is not having it. He is not hearing it. Leo was like, no, you're leaving soon. He should come. We're already here. And of course, the messy ass Pisces is like, sure, drop the location. Drop the location? What do you mean drop the location? What are you coming here for? Like, at this point, I'm shaking in my boots. Like, why would Pisces agree? And why would Leo do that? Like, what was the reason? What was the reason? Like, I just felt like they ambushed me, and for good reason, because when Pisces pulls up, all Leo does is start talking about how Pisces stole me from him, and now we don't even talk. Why would I let Pisces do that? He thought what we had was realer than that, and I'm confusion because all we had was a friendship. So what are you talking about? Like, again, how can I be stolen when I never belonged to either of y'all? Like, what is going on right now? What is going on? Like, am I being pranked? Like, what is really happening right now? Now, Pisces is pleading with me. He's pleading with me to give him another chance because he didn't like the way we ended things the first time. He felt like he could have handled the situation better, and he just wants another chance. And Leo is like, nah, bro, you're not about to steal her again. Again? How many times are we gonna? Oh, there is no again. It never happened. I cannot be stolen from either of you. Like, why do you keep saying that? What is going on? Y'all, at this point, I'm in utter shock, full state of confusion, because here I am thinking I was catching up with an old friend, only to come to dinner and have Leo talking about how much it hurt him that I let Pisces take me away from him, and Pisces here talking about he messed up and he wants another chance. Mind you, these things happened over 5 years ago. So what are y'all really talking about right now? What is really going on? Like, can everybody be FFR right now? Now Pisces is here pleading with me, like pleading with me to give him another chance because he didn't like the way we ended things. He felt like he should have handled it better. And here come Leo talking about some, nah, bro, you're not about to steal her again. Again? Again with it. Who who do y'all think I am? I don't like I never dated either one of y'all. So what is this whole steal business? Like I literally was friends with both of y'all. So what are you talking about some steal her again? At this point, I'm in utter shock, like full state of confusion, because here I am thinking that I was catching up with an old friend, only to come to dinner and have Leo talking about how much it hurt him that I let Pisces take me away from him, and Pisces here talking about how he messed up and he wants another chance. Mind you, these things happened over 5 years ago. So what is really going on? Like, what are both of y'all talking about? Because none of this makes sense. Now, they were both looking at me for an answer, and I was silent because what is there to really say? Now, Leo is asking me which one of them I want, and Pisces is like, don't make me steal her again. And I actually had to step in now because y'all are doing way too much. Like, this is not what I left the comfort of my house for. Like, everybody, let's get it together. So I told Leo, it's really crazy how you invited me to catch up, only to turn around and tag team me with Pisces, just for me to choose one of y'all when I don't want either of y'all. And I told Pisces, it's real wild of you to show up and put your heart on the table when you haven't said anything since we stopped talking years ago. So what makes you think your words mean anything now? This shut them both up because I guess they finally realized how childish and unnecessary this whole encounter was. So I said I think it's time for me to go and walked back to my car. Mind you, I had driven with Leo and he asked if I still wanted to go out with him and Pisces to the club. But honestly, I had enough and told him I'm good, I'd rather go home. And y'all, that's exactly what I did. I took my ass right back home because can you imagine leaving your house to catch up with a friend only for you to get tag teamed by two people you don't even want? Like, that is like a date from like Narnia or something. Like, that actually is ridiculous, guys. I literally didn't even know what to do. And the whole time I'm sitting there, I'm like, they had to have planned this. Like, this can't not be planned. Like, somebody had to have said something to somebody because why did Pisces actually pull up? And why was Leo already talking about people we both mutually knew and trying to FaceTime them? Guys, this had to be one of my worst date experiences, but if you like this story time, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and share some of your worst date experiences in the comments below. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!
Your face on a shirt, but you still irrelevant. Put your hands in the air, it's a stick up, stick up. Bitches still trying to beat me, time to give up, give up.